What's up, dudes? Scott back here again. Happy Halloween season to you guys. And in honor of that, we're going to do something a little different today here on the channel. And I'm going to talk about a fuck ton of horror films. This is pretty much, in my opinion, essential Halloween season viewing. In the background, if you can hear the new offering by Acid Witch, Rot Among Us, just came in the mail today, but I've been rocking this since it released at the beginning of the month. Definitely a contender for some of my favorite shit of the year. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, because I got a fuck ton of fucking films to talk about. And I'm just going to say it right now. Horror is my second biggest hobby next to metal. I collect tons of horror shit, mainly shirts and films. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get on with it, because I got a lot to show here, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough room on my phone. Let's do this. You got to start off with fucking the classic Universal monster stuff. Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula the Wolfman. All those movies are on here. An amazing collection. Way to kick off the fucking Samhain season, right? You got to have some classic Universal monster shit. But since we're talking about some creature features, let's do some vampire features, man. Here's a good double feature for you. Fright Night the original, and the remake of Fright Night. Probably one of the more modern things on this list. The rest is pretty much all 80s horror, which I think is the golden age of horror. Some of the best movies come out, the best music, the best soundtracks, buddy. Yeah, man. Can't go wrong with these for fucking vampire flicks. Of course, shout out for my buddy Matt over The Dark Path. This is probably one of his faves. The Lost Boys, another great 80s classic. Since we're on creature features, let's talk about some werewolves for a minute, man. We got, you can't talk about werewolf flicks without either The Wolfman, American Werewolf in London, The Howling, or Silver Bullet, in my opinion. All great shit. I mean, I forget, Jim Baker, I think. Fucking makeup effects on that one. My bad boy, Rob Bottin, for fucking The Howling. Howling 2 is another unsung gem. I mean, it's one of those that's so bad it's good. Christopher Lee himself apologized to Joe Dante, the director of The Howling and Gremlins 1 and 2, for being in that movie, but fuck that, that's great. And of course, Silver Bullet. Moving on, I mean, we went from vamps to werewolves. We gotta talk about some zombies, right? And of course, man, everyone cites Night of the Living Dead. It's a classic, but I love Return of the Living Dead, man. Another amazing 80s horror movie. But when you really want to talk about zombies and Romero, I mean, you got to talk about, my opinion, Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead. I mean, it gave us the effects of Tom Savini, Greg Nicotero. The remake's even fucking good of Dawn of the Dead, but for me, it's all about Day of the Dead. Amazing, amazing shit. Fucking, speaking of the dead, can't talk about the dead without talking about the fucking Evil Dead, man. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, another, in my opinion, essential Halloween season fucking double feature. Awesome Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell shit. What about slashers? Well, let's talk about some slashers, man. For me, one of the best and most grittiest slashers out there is fucking Maniac. Fucking love Maniac. Tom Savini's got an interview where he does some really good fucking, basically some reflection on making this movie. Amazing shit. Can't talk about slashers without my boy, my favorite. This is another great double feature. My favorite two movies is to watch together, and one of them is kind of controversial, but Friday the 13th, part 5 and 6, man. 5, fucking straight exploitation movie, man. Done by a fucking softcore porn director, actually. It's got some of those gnarly kills. And then just for a fun fucking romp with Jason, you got to go with Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, part 6. Another great one is Freddy versus Jason. But, man, I mean, I don't hate Freddy. I mean, come on, dude. I got, the entire series. But, fuck, man. I mean, this shit's kind of dated. Is fucking too campy with him. And, the whole fucking kind of pedo angle they got going with Freddy, man. I'm not a big fucking fan of. But, anyway, I have this stuff. Dream Warriors is a great fucking 1, 2, and 3 on Nightmare. I think are fucking flawless. But let's get to some actual, do a segue here from slashers to fucking absolute Halloween staples. These are must-watches, I believe. That's Halloween 1 by John Carpenter. I believe it was Tommy Lee Wallace. No, it wasn't Tommy Lee Wallace. But Halloween 2. And, of course, my favorite in the fucking franchise, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This movie is vastly fucking underrated. Tommy Lee Wallace. My main man, Tom Atkins, with his fucking 70s porn stash. Fucking amazing movie. My favorite in the franchise. I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. I think Michael Myers is kind of fucking overrated. But, yeah, man. Keeping on with, like, the aesthetic, the vibe, the spookiness of Halloween. You got to talk about Phantasm. This is the entire set, man. All 5 movies. But if you're going to do a double feature of Phantasm, you should definitely do parts 1 and 2. Fucking amazing shit. The Tall Man is probably one of the most sinister, most creepy fucking horror icons that's completely underutilized. Yeah. Phantasm. Fucking great. Speaking of underutilized and underrated fucking icons, you got fucking Pinhead, dude. Pinhead was so underutilized in his fucking series of movies. There's the 2 20th anniversaries of fucking Hellbound and the first Hellraiser. I know they just remade Hellraiser, but I have no fucking interest in that. I mean, another underrated fucking horror icon that was totally underused in his fucking shit. More on with some fucking what I think is an essential Halloween viewing, and that's fucking Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. Another amazing movie. This is a 90s flick. Fucking great shit. You got your Crypt Keeper. All this fucking just awesome. Awesome shit. Awesome effects. Awesome story. But now we're going to get down to what I think are absolute necessity fucking Halloween watches, dude. All of these. And you got to go with the entire Night of the Demons collection, man. 1, 2, 3. Even give the remake a shot. The remake is definitely the weakest. But these fucking 3 movies here are fucking great. This definitely being the weaker of the trilogy. But I mean, set on Halloween night. Killer demonic possession story going on. I mean, it don't get no better, in my opinion, for like an actual Halloween night marathon than these 3 flicks. After you watch those, you should definitely throw this one on. Trick or Treat, another modern fucking Trick or Treat. Another modern classic. Awesome, great anthology story. Wraps around Halloween and the traditions and quote-unquote the rules of Halloween. Awesome shit. Love it. And then we're going to get to what I think are, these 2 movies here. Well, let's just go ahead and talk about them one at a time, man. Pumpkinhead. The Demon of Revenge. This fucking, that's not a part of the title, but that's what he's considered. But amazing, amazing fucking movie. This is pretty much one of the best revenge stories, in my opinion, in 80s horror. Fucking just great. Lance Henriksen does a great job in this movie. The fucking Stan Winston effects on the creature of Pumpkinhead himself are fucking amazing. The old witch, this movie just oozes Halloween atmosphere. And then we're going to get to one that I fucking cannot get enough of. I'm rocking a shirt of this character. This is one of my favorite horror icons ever. We're talking about my main man, Sammy Kerr, and his movie Trick or Treat from 1986. Starring Tony Fields, Mark Price, Gene Simmons. Fucking great shit. Gene Simmons got a cameo at best. But I think his name was Doug Savant. Played the bully. An amazing, amazing fucking movie, man. Great soundtrack. Definitely, you must watch this. If you've never seen this, and this movie is really kind of hard to come by. This is a kind of a bootleg version that I got off eBay. It doesn't have the best picture quality, but the packaging on this shit is fucking awesome. I fucking love it to pieces. It's got the full soundtrack album on it which is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's got that killer fucking poster art on it. Yeah, you can tell that this is not like a legit Blu-ray. It's got really lower quality, but I think that adds to the charm of the campiness of this movie. The just straight up 80s cheese. I mean, it comes with the... This is called the Ultimate Comeback Edition. It comes with the trailer and all that shit. You can find this on eBay. It's on there like every once in a while. I think a guy prints this every once in a while and just puts it on there. But man, I mean, this is essential Halloween viewing. All of this stuff is. But that's it, guys. I didn't want to run this too long. I talked about a lot of films. I was wanting to break them down a little bit more, but then again, like I said, if you haven't seen any of these movies, fucking shame on you. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what do you think of this video? What do you think of this whole setup? Happy Halloween to you. Definitely check out the new Acid Witch. And yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just sign off and shut up while the getting's good. Until next time, you guys, stay cool, stay spooky. Samhain blessings to all of you. Later on.